Dan from Toolsy, and what I'm going to do today is go through the dashboard in quite a bit of detail. So basically, you can see exactly how the functionality of the dashboard works, and if there's any questions. So hopefully we can clear those up. So we're going to start at the top. We're just going to kind of work down. Over to the top right is the company name. You can log out from the top right as well. When we kind of work down here, we've got a search bar that can search partial information. Could be the name, could be the address. Any partial information can be searched through here. The display is the quantity displayed of the leads, and it defaults to 10, but you can change the default to 25, 50, or 100. Right here, it's showing 1 of 10 leads of 120, or 1 to 10 leads of 120 leads. And then here are just some various controls. The first one is you can go right to your completed forms, your submissions. So if you want to access your completed forms directory library instantly, you can do that here. You also can archive selected. What you would do is you'd come over here, you would select, and then you would click on archive, and it would move it to an archive section, which is right here. So it just takes it off the dashboard, makes it available down here in archive. So it doesn't delete it, it just makes it available in another place. Filtering allows you to filter the results. If you use the filtering, you can filter by status, source, sales team, or priority status. You can also save filters. So basically, if you said, okay, I want to see everybody I left a voicemail for, and then you applied the filter, he would bring back very quickly everyone that you've left a voicemail for. I'm logged in as an administrator, so I'm seeing everybody in the company. If you were logged in as a salesperson, you would only see your leads, but as an administrator, I see everyone's. If I want to clear this filter, I simply go over here to the left and I hit this refresh button and everything comes back. So just remember to clear the filters. And you can do multiple filters. So you can say left voicemail by a certain salesperson or any other criteria here. And it would filter by that. You also can filter by date range. The default date range is year to date. But you can also go in and create a custom range. You can go last 30 days, last 7 days. There's a lot of ways you can do that. And then once you complete a completed filter, you can also apply and save that filter, and it'll be a preset that you can just click on in the future. But if you don't want to save it, you just apply and it brings it up. So that is the functionality there. These next buttons is to export. Anything you selected here would be exported into a CSV file. Import would be an import from a CSV file. And we'll go another little video on how to do an import. Printing, you would just select the items you want to print, and it would basically bring up a print dialog and you'd be able to print. And then of course, trash is actually a deletion that happens, and so you can delete any of these leads as well. If we kind of work down here to the next level here, the date and timestamp is when the lead came into the system. The action, I'm going to come back to the action for a minute. It's got a number of things in it. This is the note section. If you notice down here, there was a note left here, so it'll have a 1. So if there's multiple notes, you will see a color change, and you will also see a number beside the number of notes. And you can open that up and see the notes. The contact information to include the name, the email, and the phone number. The property information, and basically the address. And if you pull this up, you can actually see a map of the address. And if you have the Eagle View integration done, you would also see Eagle View down here. And so we'll kind of show you how that works a little bit later. But and then this has a status, which just says new lead. You can easily change the status here or on the mobile app. And you can change it to the next phase in the process. You also can set an appointment here, where you can set the appointment. You can create a date and time of the appointment. And we also have in here adjuster appointments for those companies that work with insurance companies. A lot of our companies do. So there is the ability to set the adjuster appointment. The fee is how much fee was paid for the lead. If you see this one down here is $159.50, $98, $98, and then some of them are zero. So if it's a referral or call in, there's no direct fee there. So, but this one's from Home Advisor. This one's a call in, but basically you could see that there would be a fee associated. If the lead came in with a fee, then the fee would be posted. Some lead providers provide us the fee. Some lead providers do not provide the fee. If they provide the fee, then we post a fee and we can calculate the fee. The next one here is the contract price. This is where you would enter the contract price. And so you would just enter the contract amount, deposit amount, the date the contract was signed, and also if it was insurance or not, you can identify that. And you do want to enter these when it comes to project one. So you would basically go and go down to project one, and then enter the contract amount. By doing those two things, it will calculate that number onto your total number for the company. And if you look at the far right here, you're going to see source values. And you can see call in, referral. You can change these from here, but these are the way that they come in. If they're automatic feeds from lead providers, then they're going to come in automatically. If they're a manual entry from a call in, then the default answer to a call in is to a manual entry is a call in. And then you see website contact. So there's a variety of ways the leads can come into the system. If we rotate on down here and go on down, this area here shows the rotation. In this case, there's 3 teams. The Carmel team, which has 2 members, the Fishers team has 2 members, and the Indianapolis team, which has one member. And then here's also any pause salespeople would be shown here as well. And then the leads would rotate and would show the rotation. Over here is the leaderboard. In this case, it's based on conversion. You can turn it based on earned. I'm sorry, this one's based on earned. You can convert, you can look at it in a different way and look at conversion percentages as the leaderboard. But right now it's defaulted to the top earner in the company. And so basically you're able to track the earnings and then the conversion against those earnings with the leads assigned, which is kind of helpful. Also, there's a time frame here, and you can adjust that time frame here as well. The latest activity just shows the system activity. You know, you can see status changes in here, deleted leads, anything that's going on. So if you have to track back on who made a change, this will help you to do that. It'll tell you who made it down here, what the change was, and be able to track that back. And once again, you can look at this over a time span. The company summary financial is basically the contract sales, which is entered from this area here, and the average contract price, and then the conversion, and then also a date range here as well. So if you fill out this information, you can actually populate and kind of keep a running tab of where you're at in the company with all your information. And so this is a quick overview of the dashboard, and kind of shows you there's a bunch of other menu items, which we're going to do those in other videos, but basically this gives you a really quick first look of that of the dashboard and what you can do with the dashboard. So the one last thing I do want to point out is the action items. I almost forgot to do that, but let me go ahead and do that now. From here, you can edit the lead. You can view the detail of the lead in a full screen. You also can look at any documents for the lead. You also can look at any forms that are available to be completed with the lead, an inspection report that can be completed or has been completed, photos that have been taken and captured. You can also resend this lead to the sales person. You also can archive the lead. You can look at the activity for the particular lead. You can share the lead, or you can delete the lead. So a lot of activity right here in these 3 dots in this menu that comes down. And then the last thing I'll point out is you can switch salesperson. If you switch salesperson, it will send out a new information to the salesperson that's been assigned, just as if it's a new lead. So anyway, this is a quick look at the dashboard, and I think I covered pretty much everything in the dashboard, and then we'll go on and look at some of the specific things, but right now this is the dashboard. Thanks.